Are you looking to support an excellent cause while being empowered, educated, inspired, and entertained? Then look no further. We need your help to make our projects come to life. If you missed our Facebook fundraiser and our Double Good Popcorn fundraiser, don't worry. You can still support our cause by donating through PayPal, Venmo, or Cash App. We have some great projects in store for you, including short films, reality shows, theatrical productions, feature films, docuseries, and an animation project. Any donation amount is appreciated. Thanks in advance for your support. What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Drama Queen, coming to you with another reaction video for season 7 of 60 Days in the Aftermath, part 1 and 2. If you missed some of the first videos of me talking about the reunion, I decided not to do a long video. I decided to kind of break the video up into different parts. And so the first video was about Soledad O'Brien, if she made a good host. The second video was about if Carlos and Lucky Chucky's drama affected the viewership of the reunion. And this video is going to be about my final thoughts for or about the sheriff that was the sheriff of the Henry County Jail for season 7 of 60 Days In. The remainder of the videos will be about each participant with the exception of Tim, because I just don't feel like I have enough material to do a video because I really didn't get a chance to know him. Even though Lynn was there a short amount of time, I felt like Lynn really made an impact because of the reason she left. So she's going to get her video. So I'm going to give my initial thoughts on each individual participant that participated, my initial reaction, and then my reaction post the reunion, and then just some advice, words of encouragement, words of advice for the participants. So those videos are coming up. So make sure you hit that subscribe button now so you do not miss those videos. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and dive into the sheriff, because I will be honest, I had mixed feelings about the sheriff like all season. I think originally it started off and I was like, okay, I like him. I think he has a strong personality. I think he really cares. I think he's interested in making a difference. I think the changes that he sees, they're going to implement those. And then, somewhere in the middle of the season, I felt like he kind of had some asshole tendencies and very know-it-all, and then maybe even argumentative. But then he turned me around, because as soon as Rose, made him aware of things that the women were lacking, and not only the women, but the quarantine and how people were in the quarantine pod a lot longer, I felt like he immediately did something. And so he got some kudos for me at that point, because I know sometimes I can be an asshole. I mean, it is what it is. When you're a leader, you can't always be nice. You can't always please people. You can't always take people's suggestions. And I get that. So he really, I really enjoyed watching him. He seemed like he was really upset when different things were brought to his attention, not necessarily during Rose's debriefing section, but when she made them aware about the sanitary napkins, the fact that the jumpsuit hadn't been washed in 30 days and she's bleeding through that, the fact that they don't have tissue. He stepped in immediately. And so I believe that the things that he thinks are important are things that he's going to implement. Now, I know as a leader, and when you are implementing change, everything can't be done overnight. You have to prioritize, and you have to make sure that you have the budget to do things. And so, that's one of the things that I enjoyed about Shaq, letting Lucky Chucky know, like, hey, you may think, this is me paraphrasing, you may think XYZ is important, but to him, ABC is important and he's the leader. And so he gets to make those decisions. Not saying that your concerns aren't important, but your concerns may make it in phase 3 of the changes, not necessarily phase 1 or phase 2. So, I do think that he's very prideful. I think that the sheriff takes pride in his work, and you're supposed to. You're supposed to, but with you taking pride, sometimes you can be sensitive about things that maybe you shouldn't be sensitive about. I think that when Rose was talking to him about different things, and even, Lynn and Lucky Chucky, his response is, it's not the Hilton, it's not the Hilton. I understand that, but we're just asking for basic human needs to be met, the basic nutritional value. We're asking to be able to be in a jail cell that doesn't reek of urine or feces. We're asking that if there's a young lady or a young man having a health issue or a seizure, that the inmates don't have to go into nurse or doctor mode and try to solve it, and that the staff act responsibly and act with urgency to do it. Those are the things, these are the reasons why people volunteer to go on 60 days in and bring awareness and change. So I think that he has a very strong personality. He's very prideful, but I think that pride is going to bring about change. I am very interested in seeing, a year from now, because I'm not far from the Henry County Jail, some of the changes that are going to be made. So, very interested to see, if he keeps his word. I think he will. I think that the thing to consider is there's a lot of footage that as viewers we didn't see, so we don't know what other issues were brought to his attention, and safety is probably number one versus probably even health or nutrition or anything. So, I'm sure he has his goals. I don't know what those goals are, but again, we cannot expect change overnight. It has to be prioritized, and there has to be a budget in place, and there has to be manpower. And as we all know right now with COVID and monkeypox and just what the world is going through now, a lot of people are short staffed. And so I'm going to give him some grace and say it may take a couple years to get a lot of this stuff implemented. But although I thought he was an asshole starting out, I think he does have asshole tendencies. But at the end of the day, who doesn't? I know I have them. But I think he's going to definitely make a change. And I think that I am glad that 60 Days In picked Henry County because there were a lot of things that needed to be changed. And some of the things that I hope that the sheriff and the chief and that Shaquille O'Neal implement in that jail are some of the things that the wonderful, talented, committed participants of season 7 brought, like talent shows, financial literacy, just other activities to get the inmates through their time. You don't have to reward them and spend a lot of money, but give them something to look forward to. Give them something to look forward to when they leave the jail, so the recidivism rate will drop. So the thing that I do like about the sheriff is one thing that I'm working on is the recidivism rate, especially lowering the recidivism rate in the African American community. And because that is something that he's interested in doing and that he is doing and working on, I am so pro for Sheriff Reginald. I am. I'm pro. I am pro for him. So that's Drama Queen's thoughts on the sheriff and how he did this season. Make sure you subscribe, like, and share, because I got some surprises coming for you after the reaction videos for the reunion. I'm going to take a couple breaks off talking about 60 Days In because it's been a lot, but I got something real funny and fun coming for y'all. So y'all stay blessed, stay safe, and I'll see you later. Drama Queen is out.